For 7 years, his disappearance haunted the town of Brookfield. A good man, a devoted father, and a respected cop, gone without a trace. Until one random afternoon, a young man walked into a pawn shop with something that would reopen every wound, every secret, and every lie. Marcus Hale's badge. But what that badge revealed would turn the entire police department upside down. Marcus Hale was 37 years old, a decorated black police officer known for his integrity. He wasn't just a man in uniform. He was a man of principle. In a department where corruption whispered through every hallway, Marcus refused to play along. He spoke up when others stayed silent. He defended those no one else would. But that came at a price. His captain, Richard Doyle, an old-school officer who ran the department like his personal kingdom, saw Marcus as a problem. To Doyle, loyalty to him mattered more than loyalty to the badge. And Marcus? He didn't bend. He stood tall, even when it made enemies out of people with power. Then one rainy night in 2016, Marcus radioed in that he was responding to a routine disturbance call. Those were his last words ever heard on the radio. His patrol car was found hours later, doors open, engine running, his police-issued firearm still inside. But Marcus was gone. The official investigation was sloppy from start. Files went missing. Security footage was mysteriously corrupted, and witnesses who came forward recanted days later. The department held a press conference promising justice. But those who knew Marcus, his wife, Denise, his partner, Officer Carla Reeves, could tell no one was really looking for him. Marcus was too good for them, Carla would say in an interview years later. He knew things they didn't want the world to know. Rumors spread that Marcus had discovered something about a secret task force that never appeared in official records, an operation that funneled seized assets into private pockets. And when Marcus found proof, he vanished. Fast forward 7 years. A young man named Tyrone Matthews, a mechanic struggling to make rent, walked into a small pawn shop on the edge of town. He was carrying an old box of trinkets he'd found while helping clean out a storage unit his uncle had left behind. Inside that box was a badge, faded, scratched but still legible. Badge number 407, Marcus Hale. The shop owner, suspicious, called the police. Within an hour, that small shop was swarming with detectives. For the first time in 7 years, the Brookfield PD cared about Marcus Hale again. But Tyrone? He didn't know he'd just stepped into the middle of a storm. When news broke about the badge, Denise Hale felt something stir inside her. Not hope exactly, but a spark. She'd waited too long for answers that never came. She contacted an investigative journalist named Naomi Fields, who had a reputation for exposing corruption. Naomi agreed to help, but what they found next was far darker than anyone imagined. The storage unit where the badge was found? It was registered under a fake name. But when Naomi traced the rental payments, they led to one man, retired Captain Richard Doyle. Naomi's report hit the internet like a lightning strike. Missing officer's badge found in storage linked to former police captain. The headline exploded across social media. Suddenly, the department that once ignored Marcus's disappearance was in panic mode. Doyle called it a coincidence. He said he had no idea how the badge got there. But the more he talked, the guiltier he looked. Denise, now older, wiser, and no longer afraid, appeared on camera for the first time in years. Her voice trembled, but her eyes burned with resolve. They thought time would bury the truth, she said. But the truth doesn't die. It just waits for the right moment to be found. Naomi managed to recover old dashcam footage from a long-retired police vehicle, archived in a forgotten server. The footage showed Marcus on the night he disappeared, following another patrol car into a remote industrial area. The car belonged to none other than Captain Doyle. Moments later, the dashcam went dark, but not before capturing one chilling detail. Marcus stepping out of his car, and Doyle stepping out of his, gun in hand. The video ended there. The evidence was undeniable. A grand jury was formed. Investigators reopened the case as a criminal conspiracy. Doyle was placed under investigation. And as they dug deeper, they found a web of forged reports, hidden cash, and false witness statements, all tying back to the same man. For Denise, it wasn't victory yet, but it was a step toward justice. Still, one thing didn't make sense: the badge. It wasn't bloodstained. It wasn't damaged. It looked like someone had kept it safe. Why? Then Naomi got a tip from a confidential source inside the department. Marcus didn't die that night, the message said. He found something, and he's still out there. Late one night, Denise sat in her living room, staring at Marcus's old photo. The house was quiet until the phone rang. She picked it up, expecting Naomi, but a distorted voice whispered, "Mrs. Hale, he's alive." But they're watching. The line went dead. Denise dropped the phone, trembling. Tyrone's discovery wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning. In a world full of lies, silence can protect the guilty, but truth, no matter how long it takes, will always find its voice. Would you like me to continue with part 2? If yes, comment and subscribe for more.